Hey girl, after you get settled in, we're going to have a very honest conversation about how you are building your presence. Welcome back. I'm Zoe, and today we're looking at our second presentation archetype. I call her the architect. I want you to listen closely and see if you recognize the woman in this frame, okay? You are a woman who values success. You're intelligent, highly capable, and you likely run your career, your business, or your household with absolute precision, right? You know how to manage a budget, lead a team, organize a complex project, and solve problems before anyone else even notices them. You're the architect of your professional and personal life. But then when it comes to your personal presentation, there is a glaring inconsistency. One day, you look incredibly polished, you feel confident, your outfit is perfect, your energy is commanding, and you feel like you can take on the whole world. But then the very next day, you feel completely undone, child. You stand in front of a closet full of clothes, and then you feel like you have absolutely nothing to wear. You could put on five different outfits, hate all of them, and then end up leaving the house feeling frustrated and insecure. You make those random impulsive purchases hoping that they're going to fix the problem. Like you buy a dress you saw on an influencer or a jacket that was on sale. But what happens is they only really add to the clutter in your closet, if we're going to be honest, right? You have no signature style. You have no intentional routines. Your image is entirely dependent on your mood, your schedule, or how much time you had that morning. Now, if this feels familiar, I want you to take a deep breath. You're not failing. You are not even uniquely bad at getting dressed, right? You're just simply experiencing the reality of the architect archetype. That was a lot to say in her unrefined state, right? So the core problem that the architect faces is that she treats her presentation as an afterthought. So rather than treating it as a strategy, she's just like, oh yeah, and let me find something to put on. Now, you're highly strategic in every other area of your life. If you were building a business, you wouldn't be leaving the brand at the chance. You're not going to wake up every morning and then just randomly decide what the company stood for that day. You're going to build a framework. You will design a system. You will create brand guidelines so that the message was consistent no matter what. But then with your own image, you leaving everything to chance. You are hoping that confidence will just magically appear when you need it. Now, here's the key lesson that I need you to internalize today. Confidence isn't accidental, it's designed. Presentation is something that you build. So when you leave your image to chance, you are constantly leaking energy. Sit with that for a minute. You spend precious mental bandwidth every single morning worrying about how you look, second guessing your choices, and then hoping that you're being perceived correctly. You're experiencing massive decision fatigue before you even walk out the door. And more importantly, you're making the world guess at your value because your visual signal changes every single day. People do not know what they're going to expect from you. So you, therefore, are not building visual trust that you need. Successful women, women who command respect the moment they walk into a room, they don't operate this way. They do not wake up and hope for the best. They have a built presentation architecture. They have a signature aesthetic that communicates their authority instantly. They know exactly what silhouettes work for their bodies. They know what colors enhance their energy and what pieces make them feel invincible. They have the routines that support their energy so that they don't have to reinvent the wheel every single morning. They have removed the decision fatigue from their image so that they can really focus on their brilliance, on their actual work. Okay? Now, I want you to think about the most iconic women in history, or even the most powerful women in your industry. They have a look, they have a signature. You can picture them in your mind right now, right? And that's not an accident, that's architecture. So, this is the gap that you are currently sitting in. You have the capability to be extraordinary, but your lack of structural presentation is making you inconsistent. You are relying on inspiration to get dressed when you really should be relying on a system. Now, if you recognized yourself in the architect today, If you felt that spark of recognition, or if you're tired of the random purchases, that closet frustration, and then the inconsistent confidence, if you're ready to finally design your image with the same precision and intelligence that you apply to your career every single day, I want you to know that there is a path forward. And this is exactly what we do inside the Academy. We don't just tell you what to wear, we teach you how to build the architecture of your presentation. We help you define your signature style, establish intentional routines, and then create a visual strategy that's going to communicate your value consistently every single day. We really take the guesswork out of your presentation so that you can step into your life feeling completely prepared. Excuse me. So if you're ready to stop leaving your image to chance and start designing your confidence, then I invite you to join us. The link to the Academy is going to always be in the description below. Thank you for being here with me today. And I want you to start looking at your presentation as a strategy, not as an afterthought. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.